United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, need a motion to consider the approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Consider the minutes of the April 28th, 2026 regular meeting, and I need a motion.
So moved. I'll second.
We had a first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
The motion carried. Any citizen wishing to make a statement during discussion of any item must first be recognized by the commission chair. After being recognized, that person should state their name and the name of any organization represented. Statements should be limited to 5 minutes. Please silence all phones and electronic devices. Recording the minutes of the meeting is allowed, and the commission requests that anyone using special recording equipment be seated in the back row to avoid creating a distraction during the meeting. Old business, we're moving on to old business, and there is no old business at this time. And next, approval of appropriations, and Ms. Smidler, our county clerk, will present details.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This is the regular accounts payable register for the period of April 21st, 2026 to May 5th, 2026. You just ask for approval.
Okay, do we have any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I would move to approve appropriations for the period of April 21st, 2026 to May 5th, 2026, and authorize the chairman to sign on behalf of the commission.
I'll second that.
Okay, first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. New business. Moving on, we've got item A, a resolution 2026-12, and Mr. Potzner will give us details.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
It is the county's practice to transfer unexpended funds from one year to the next. And after discussions with the commissioners and in light of uncertainty with the economy, the proposed transfers will better position the county for the future. So before you today is a proposed transfer to the Capital Improvement Fund to the Federal Funds Exchange line of $159,669.33. This is the exact total of federal funds exchange money that we received in 2025. That goes into the Road and Bridge Fund, and basically is transferred out into a federal funds exchange line at the end of the year, which is mostly used for hot mix overlays and things like that. And that is the only proposed transfer. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Okay, do we have discussion? No discussion?
My only comment would be, I think it is indicative of how tight the budget is, and that we've been working hard to hold the line on property taxes, and I think that's reflected in this resolution transfer.
Correct.
Yeah, see no other discussion. If I could get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'd move to adopt resolution 2026-12, a resolution transferring and carrying over 2025 unexpended funds to the Capital Improvement Fund.
I'll second that.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, moving on to item B, Central Kansas Community Corrections, and Mr. Potzner will also give details.
So earlier this year, Community Corrections sold a vehicle, and proceeds were used to offset the purchase of a vehicle better suited for the department needs. The commission is asked today to approve the transfer of certain monies from the CKCC Fund 095 to the CKCC Reimbursement Fund 096, as is allowed by the Kansas Department of Corrections. So nothing is really changing with the purchase price or the vehicle or anything like that. Just in conversations with the Department of Corrections, this is how they wanted it paid for. So essentially, some of that money, the entire purchase was made out of 095, which is the block grant fund. They wanted the reimbursement for the sale of the vehicle to go into the reimbursement fund. And so this is just kind of a housekeeping thing to get in line with what the Department of Corrections wants us to do.
Any discussion on this?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I'd only just like to make a statement that I think it's wonderful that they're able to utilize these vehicles from the city. They're good vehicles, they're not wore out, and you can't beat the price.
Definitely, we didn't have to go out of the county to purchase anything.
Right.
Okay, with that, would you like to make a motion?
Yes, I would. I move to authorize a transfer of $6,599 from the Central Kansas Community Corrections Fund Vehicular Equipment Line 095-70-6205 to the CKCC Reimbursements Fund Vehicular Line 096-70-6205, and further move to amend the February 24, 2026 motion for the purchase of a vehicle from the Great Bend Police Department so that the $20,000 total cost reflects the payment of $14,430 from the CKCC fund. Vehicular equipment line 095-70-6205 and $5,570 to the CKCC reimbursement fund, vehicular line 096-70-6205, a mouthful.
Easy for you to say.
Second.
Okay, we got a first and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And moving on, we have a support letter for the city of Great Bend, and Mr. Postner will also give us details.
So the city of Great Bend has asked that the county provide a letter of support for the grant application for the proposed pedestrian crossing improvements at the intersection of 10th Street, US 56 and Main Street, US 281 in Great Bend, Kansas. This intersection plays an important role in the overall transportation network serving Barton County and the surrounding communities. With no marked pedestrian crossings, there are safety concerns for pedestrians navigating the high volume roadway. The proposed improvements will enhance safety, improve accessibility, and better accommodate all users within this critical part of the transportation system. And I'd be happy to answer any questions. I think we have Dave Dunicac here, the Public Works Director for the city of Great Bend.
Would you like to make any comments?
Nothing really. That's just, he summed it up very well right there. So
Okay,
this is just a part of the second phase of us putting in for this grant. The final application is due May 15th. So this is just something that KDOT requires us to have support letters from businesses and county commissioners and stuff like that. And just appreciate it if you would. So
it'll improve the safety.
yes, yes.
Very much so.
Maybe we're gonna try to see if we can get some turning lanes there too. So
Okay.
turn signals. So
That'd be great.
That'd help a bunch. Okay, do we have any other discussion? I'm ready.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the letter of support for the City of Great Bend's Kansas Transportation Alternatives Program Grant Application, 10th and Main ADA Pedestrian Crossing Improvements.
I'll second that motion.
We had a first and second, all in favor.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on, do we have any need for executive session? I see none. Okay, which is always good. Ending business, we have announcements following the close of the agenda meeting. The commission will consider the authorization of personnel changes for classified positions, sign any documentation approved during the agenda meeting, or sign any other documentation required for regular county business. Similar action may take place throughout the day. Appointments all are subject to change. The following appointments have been scheduled at 9:45 this morning or following the close of the commission agenda meeting. The commission will meet with the Board of Fire District Number 1 at 10 o'clock or following the close of the Fire District Number 1 agenda. Planning session with media consultants. 10:15 regular business discussion. Matt Postner, County Administrator. At 10:30 program update, Brooke Hallmark, Central Kansas Community Correction Director. At 11 o'clock, recycling grants application review, Jennifer Hamby, Solid Waste Director. At 11:15, the commission will continue business discussion and the county edition, KVGB AM, Thursday at 11:05 AM. Sheriff Brian Bellendier is scheduled for May the 7th, 2026. And I'll recommend anytime the county does anything like this, for the county edition, it's always educational. And seems to we learn a lot of things about the departments. So another business discussion items, and this is mainly for the commissioners. You have discussion? I see none. Okay. Citizens organizations may present requests or proposals for initial consideration. And I see none. Item C, the commissioners are available to the public on Tuesdays during regular business hours. One or more commissioners may be present in the commission chambers conducting county business throughout the day on Tuesdays. The commissioners may individually schedule personal appointments related to the county business at their discretion. And the next regular meeting will be at 9 a.m. Tuesday, May the 12th, 2026. And with that said, I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Meeting adjourned, and we'll move on to the governing board of fire district number 1. Opening business. We will call the meeting to order and consider the approval of the agenda. If I could get a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Consider the minutes of the August 19th, 2026 regular meeting. If I could get a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we had a first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Any citizen wishing to make a statement during the discussion of any item must first be recognized by the commission chair. After being recognized, that person should state their name and the name of any organization represented. Statement should be limited to 5 minutes. Please silence all phone and electronic devices. Recording the minutes is allowed, and the commission requests that anyone using special recording equipment be seated in the back row to avoid creating a distraction during the meeting. Moving on to old business, and there is no old business at this time. Moving on, we have new business, resolution 2026-01. And I believe Mr. Pottsner will present the details.
Hello again.
Morning.
Fire District number 1, created to provide fire protection to a portion of northeastern Barton County, is financed by the city of Claflin and Cheyenne Independent and Logan Townships. Today, we ask the board to consider a resolution year-end transfer of the remaining 2025 funds to the Fire District Special Equipment Fund in the total of $30,000. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Okay, and I believe we've got a couple of fire district number 1 present. Would you guys like to comment on anything?
Nothing on that, I don't think.
Okay, I did talk to your fire chief yesterday, and he kind of gave me some information on the details of this truck. And sounds like you got it at a reasonable price. And I think he's very, very positive about the purchase.
Yeah, on the truck.
Truck,
yeah.
yes.
Yes, sorry, I thought on the transfer, but,
Oh, yeah.
that's great.
The truck itself is, we got a really good deal on the truck. Had some issues with the original auction, but things were straightened out. Not from what we were actually planning, it's less than what we were planning on having to spend for the truck, so. But then we sold another truck that's also gonna help repay a good portion of this truck, so.
So I guess I got a little bit ahead of myself on that. So, okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
I would move to adopt resolution 2026-01, a resolution transferring and carrying over 2025 Fire District number 1 unexpended funds to the Special Reserve Fund.
okay, can I get a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And item B, Mr. Pottsner will also give us details.
So Fire District number 1 had the opportunity to purchase a 2003 Stewart and Stevenson truck from the Deerfield Fire Department in Deerfield, Missouri, for a total of $16,150. Monies are available in the Fire District number 1 fund to make this purchase. And as they mentioned, we have the proceeds from the sale of the other truck that will go into the operational fund that will help to offset this cost as well.
And how much was the sale of that?
$6,275.
No cents.
We never have to say that. More than we thought we were gonna get out of it. That was a 1990 1-ton regular wheel Chevy pickup, regular cab pickup that we had purchased in around the 2000 era. I forgot to look. And that skid unit that was in the back of that truck, that was the third truck that skid unit had been in. So it's been around it's been around longer than both of us. Let's put it that way. That's saying something for some of us.
Yeah. So you're gonna be able to upgrade the brush truck for less than 10 grand.
Yes. We were looking at upgrade. We weren't planning on this, but the truck ran good and everything was good there. We like the truck. Yeah, it's always had minimal things that we've taken care of over the years, but lots of routine maintenance and stuff like that. But the pump, we were getting water into the engine of the pump, and it just wasn't reliable. So we actually have another skid unit that was donated to us. It's a larger skid unit than what we currently have, so it cannot go in that truck because it carries too much water. So it just wasn't going to be safe to put it in a 1 ton. It was going to need a 4,500, 5,500, 450, 550, whatever you want to talk, whatever brand you want to talk. Didn't matter. It needed a bigger pickup to go in, and those are 30,000 plus to find anything that was going to be able to handle that. I mean, that's the way we would have probably preferred to have went, just because of the quick attack, because it's a quick attack truck, but just wasn't feasible for us to spend that kind of money on a pickup. For our second quick attack, we have our first out quick attack truck. Just for reference, our first out quick attack truck in 2012 was $79,000, and that truck now is $275,000 brand new. So we thought this was a way better way to go to spending taxpayer dollars. Did we have to have it? I mean, we argued back and forth a long time of whether we even needed another truck. And then we've had all these brush fires and all these mutual aid calls, and have had guys. We're very fortunate right now to be almost at full capacity with 28 people, and nothing worse than having volunteer firemen standing around twiddling their thumbs going, we could be going and helping if our other truck was running. So we just thought with
Well, I think you guys handled it very well.
So with a skid unit sitting there, it seems foolish too not to get it in service to be able to for ourselves and also for mutual aid to others.
No, this is great.
Appreciate your efforts to find this.
Yeah.
And
Right. A lot of forward thinking when you got it before you even needed it. So
Yeah.
put it to good use. Any more discussion?
are you ready for a motion?
Yes, I am.
I move to ratify the purchase of a 2003 Stewart and Stevenson truck from the Deerfield Fire Department for $16,150. Cost to be paid from the Fire District Number 1 Capital Improvement and Special Equipment Fund, equipment line 070506165.
Second that.
Yeah, first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, moving on to other business discussion items.
Anything else you guys want to talk about while we're in session?
Currently selling our raffle tickets for our annual gun raffle.
Okay.
As we've done in the past 2 years, it's going to be 31 guns, single gun given away every day in July. If person wins, ticket goes right back in, so you have multiple chances on one ticket. The proceeds of the sale go directly to our SCBAs and our bunker gear, so all PPE. So it's making it so we can afford brand new gear for our guys that's not outdated and quality gear without ever raising taxes on our constituents. So
And the tickets are $50?
$50 a piece, 1,000 tickets sold.
Wow. Great.
Well, good job, guys.
Yeah.
All righty.
And who would somebody get a hold of if they wanted to buy it?
Any Claflin Fire Department personnel. There's also our Facebook page has everything listed on it. It's Barton County Fire District 1, I believe, or Fire District 1. All the information is on there. If they can get a hold of anybody that's there. The fire department, you can always call and leave a message there on the phone. If nobody answers, we can get you taken care of, or our emails.
What's that phone number, do you know?
620-587-3498.
Okay, you're good.
Or Claflin Fire Department, Claflin Fire, DEPT@gmail.com.
You should be on the radio.
Be fast.
Okay, citizens organization may present requests or proposals for the initial consideration. Announce next regular meeting of the fire district will be announced at a later date. And with that, I'm ready for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, at a first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you, Commissioners, for the
Thank you.
Sorry for that